officially the 2024 deer season up here in Maine. Well, it's officially the 2024 deer season up here in Maine. It's September 7th, opening morning, and we're out here at a spot where I've had a camera out all year long. It's positioned between bedding and food. And these deer have been coming into this CRP field and grazing all through this high stem count area pretty much all summer long. And basically I had the camera overlooking an entrance into the field, and these bucks just cruise right on in. I have two target bucks in this area. Number one target being the B&W 8, aka the big and wide 8. Number two on the hit list is a pretty good 9. Both these deer I have history with from last season. I have video footage of them from last year along with this year on the hoof. The 9 point was an 8 point last year and turned into a 9 point this year with a little kicker on his base. And the 8 just basically blew up into, bigger frame, bigger tine length, bigger mass, pretty much bigger everything. The 9 point, I'm thinking he's around 4 years old. I don't think he's quite 5, but the big 8 is definitely mature. He's 5+ years old now, so. Snuck into the stand this morning without spooking anything, so that's always good. Doing this intro, we got the fog rolling in quite heavy, so yeah. It's about 56 degrees out this morning. We got a perfect north wind blowing in at us right in the face, so basically anything straight up in front of us where I'm expecting these bucks to come into the field, shouldn't detect us. Super pumped to be in the stand, and hopefully this morning we will see some action and possibly even see one of our target bucks. Alright guys, so it's the second sit of the season for me. It's September 10th, and we're in the tree that we set opening morning. Unfortunately didn't have much luck that morning, but we're out here this evening about 3 days later in hopes to get eyes on one of the 2 bucks that I'm after in this spot. The 8 isn't as consistent as the 9, but as of recently, the 9 hasn't been too consistent either. The past week and a half or so, the farmers have been out here doing hay, so a lot of the deer activity out here has been pretty stagnant, and the 9 that I've been getting on camera pretty much every day, I have not seen him for about 4 or 5 days now. So tonight we got a perfect wind blowing out of the north, and hopefully these deer come right in front of me here about 30 yards and present me a shot. Not a lot of hope for tonight, but good conditions. It's going to be about a 10-degree temperature drop during the last hour of legal light, so fingers crossed that one of the 2 will come in front of me, present me a shot. So yeah. Well, I'm a little sad right now, but also happy, I guess. Unfortunately, tonight I chose the wrong stand. I was debating on whether coming here in the corner of this CRB field where I've been getting the most frequent pictures of my target bucks, or to set my food plot where they could end up. And, well, they decided to go to the food plot tonight. My number 2 target buck and the 2 decent 8s that've been running with each other pretty much all year long. So that is unfortunate, but so yeah, that sucks. But hopefully that means they'll be in there tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. So 100% gonna be in there tomorrow evening. Not 100% sure if I'll be in there in the morning, but fingers crossed they'll be there tomorrow night and we'll have a good win for that stand. But that makes you wanna jump out of the tree stand right there. But oh well. Hopefully tomorrow night they'll repeat that and give me another opportunity, I guess. So, man, that sucks. Alright, so we're back in the stand, and tonight it's September 11th. We're in the stand where we had those 3 bucks and that group of does come in around 5:30, and basically stayed here until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So they were in here for 3 hours in the food plot, just grazing, eating, just all over it. And unfortunately, I was not in the right stand. I chose wrong. Not gonna lie, I was gonna come to the stand, but I just really have not seen much buck activity in this food plot for quite a while now. And I mean, last night the conditions were perfect. Tonight the conditions are not so perfect. Pretty warm weather. It's about 78 degrees out right now, so it's about 8 to 10 degree difference in yesterday. But tonight, when it's about an hour to 2 hours before last light, the temperature is going to start dropping quite a bit, and it should drop about 10 degrees or so. So hopefully they'll get the bucks back in here, up on their feet, eating, and hopefully they repeat what they did last night and provide me a shot. So. Alright, just got in the stand. It's September 14th. Alright, it's September 20th. We just got set up in the tree. And we got a perfect win for the stand. Alright, just got set up in the stand. It's September 21st. And we're in the poop plot once again. We've had quite a bit of doe activity in here, but not so much buck activity the past couple weeks. It's currently September 23rd, and it's on a Monday. Unfortunately, yesterday was Sunday. You can't hunt in Maine on Sunday. And we had a group of bucks show up in the food plot, one of them being one of the targets on this farm. Hoping the bucks will repeat themselves tonight. Come out once again about 15 yards in the stand, and hopefully present me a shot. So it is September 26th, and we are in the food plot. Alright guys, we're back in the stand. It's October 11th, and tonight we're set up in a bedding area, which I usually don't do in the evenings, but last night in shooting light, about the last 15 to 20 minutes of shooting light actually, my number 1 target buck came through here right past my tree stand at about 5 yards. So hopefully tonight he'll repeat that. There's a very slim chance he will, just because of the fact that I have not seen him for a little over a month and a half. He disappeared right after he shedded his velvet, and I'm assuming he probably went to his fall range, but he showed back again up last night, and just hoping and praying that he comes by once again and provides me a shot. Alright guys, we're back in the stand, and we're overlooking the food plot once again. It's raining out, and we got pretty good conditions tonight. Last night was Sunday night, and up here in Maine you can't hunt on Sundays, unfortunately. And who showed up at 20 yards in front of my tree stand? One of my target bucks. The number 2 target on this farm showed up about 15-20 yards from the stand, hoping for a repeat tonight. Guys, we're in the stand, and we're in a location where I've had both of my shooters on this farm come by within 5 yards the last 30 minutes of shooting light the past 4 days. So we're in here tonight, up and close. I recently put a horizontal rub in at about 10 yards away here. Nothing's hit it yet, but I saw Ted Miller do that, and he's had quite a bit of success from that, so I figured I'd try it out this year. As I was walking in, I saw 2 pretty fresh scrapes, and then no more than about 50-60 yards away from the stand location, I have about 3 or 4 pretty fresh rubs. Hopefully one of my targets will come by here at 5 yards and give me a nice little chip shot. Alright, just got a notification from the 360 stealth cam in the food plot. I'm not looking forward to seeing this, because if the buck I'm in here after is in there, because that was where I was going to go tonight, where I wanted to go, but for the reason of how much activity I've had with my 2 shooters in here the past 4 days in shooting light, I figured I had to be in here. So let's check real quick. Yep. Man, I just have some of the worst luck. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys can see that there. That is the number 2 target buck. Man, can't catch a break. See if possibly our number 1 will come by, but highly unlikely. But hey, I got a chance, so. Oh man. Alright guys, we're back in the stand this evening, and once again we're in the food plot. This morning we had our number 2 shooter come in around 9 o'clock, and he's never shown up in the food plot in the morning before, which I found kind of odd. And this is probably the most daylight active buck I've had on this property since I've started hunting it. I mean, the past week and a half he's showed up in daylight around 6 or 7 times, all within shooting range of my setups, so, you know, just gotta be in the right stand at the right time. Since he showed up this morning, I'm assuming he's bedded up behind me here. So we got a perfect wind blowing this way, basically, right back into the CRP field where I came from. So, they shouldn't smell me back in there, but it's just a matter of time before he slips up and shows up while I'm in the stand, so fingers crossed. I got a camera out back there in the bedding area, and right now, just got a photo of the number 2 target buck back in there. He looks to be heading the opposite way of the food plot, which isn't good, but there is a chance he could come out here this evening. It's no more than 100 yards in the woods there, so, and it's a straight trail straight to the food plot, so I should have brought my rattling antlers, but hopefully he turns around and comes my way. Alright guys, we're set up in a new location today, a spot that we have not sat this year yet, and basically the spot is overlooking a scrape line / rub line, and pretty much ever since I started hunting here, these bucks have used this field edge as a scrape line and a rub line, and walking down in here this evening, I spotted about 3 or 4 scrapes. 2 of them looked pretty freshened up, and 1 pretty big rub. I'm pretty sure I know what made that rub, just because of, you know, how shredded it is. It looks like it has some junk on the base, and there's a buck in here that has some kickers off his base, so I'm assuming it's that 9. I checked into the camera across the property here, about 200, 300 yards away from here, and we had our number 1 shooter come by that camera at about like 1 in the morning, so obviously can't hunt at that time for the deer, so we're out here this evening overlooking these 2 scrapes here, and I'm about 35 yards from that big rub, so I'm hoping tonight we get some buck movement hitting these scrapes, and hopefully one of our targets will come in, so yeah. Pretty cool spot overlooking the CRP field, and fingers crossed that we can get it done tonight. tell where I hit him or not because it's dark out, but I got it all on video and everything. I think I may have heard him crash. I'm not kidding. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go check the area real quick. Alright, bye. Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see me, but I'm gonna jump down real quick and try to find the area and see what I got for blood. I'm not 100% sure I heard him crash, but I did hear a big crash out on the neighbor's property here. So I might have to get a hold of him just to go retrieve the deer, but thank you Lord, I hope I did a good shot. It was like last light, so there's plenty of light left, but I'll have to check the video back. Alright, there's a setup. It was right out there, about 20 yards. And he came and hit this scrape here. Hit this one, along with that one over there with the big rub that I got some footage of when I came in here. Let's try to find an arrow right here. About. There it is. Oh yeah. Alright, there's the arrow. And we got good blood on it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real nice blood on there. Looks like pretty good blood. We got a complete pass through, which is good. But I'm gonna. Oh yeah. We got blood. As you can see there. I'll leave this arrow here, just marking first blood. Dude. I got him. I don't know if I'm doing good or not, but I freaking got him. Dude, the arrow is soaking with blood.
Where is it?
Complete pass through. I left it down there, first blood. Dude, complete pass through.
Really?
Yeah, 20 yards. Dude, he came in, freaking, I heard a deer walking. I'm like, okay. And then he gets to the first scrape where that big rub is. I'm like, all right, it's a buck making a scrape. I don't know how big he is. Then he moves back towards me. He comes to like 10, 15 yards. I'm like, holy shit. It's him. Get my camera on him. He walks out into the field a tiny bit, like 20 yards. Draw back.
Then you shot him fucking tough 5 minutes later.
Dude.
I'm sitting outside Jake's truck. I'm like, Lany's calling. I'm like, he just shot a deer. Like, I know for a fact. It's right as it gets dark. I'm like, oh, I'm like, you're like, guess what?
Let's head back. Check the footage on my computer. Yeah, let's head back. All right, we're out here. We're gonna start tracking the deer. I got the arrow marking on first blood. So we're gonna head to that real quick and start tracking. I mean, it looks like real good blood. I don't see, yeah, there is bubbles in it. So it was definitely long, not big bubbles, just small bubbles. But I mean, it's definitely coated. But first blood should be right here. It's already splatting right here. He ran. So he ran that way.
Yeah, right here. Oh no, I think blood.
I say we just go straight to the entry of the opening right there. I think that's where he went down.
Are you sure you didn't go in there?
I'm like 90% sure he went down that way.
That's me, bro.
Give Ashton the link. I guess if you ever can. But just if you want this video good. If
Right here, blood. We got some drops here.
Turn your Onyx on, man. Tracking.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Alright, just look right there. We got more blood.
Yeah, we got good blood.
So we got a good blood trail going here.
Oh yeah, he's pouring it.
Oh, dude, he's dumping. But look, we got blood squirting out pretty good here. But he went right down this trail. We got blood there. More good blood.
Alright, he's gushing.
We'll just start heading down this trail here.
Oh, dude, he's dumping.
Yeah, seems like good blood. I'm like 90% sure I heard him crash. I could be wrong just because he could have been going into this thicker stuff. But I mean, after that crash, I really didn't hear nothing after that. So we got pretty good blood. So I'm assuming he shouldn't be too far. Looks like he kept going this way towards the blood here. He's spraying pretty good.
What? Slow down a little bit. Right there.
There he is.
There.
He's down. Get the light, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Not a bad one at all. This is the 9-point, the kicker on his base that I've been going after here for pretty much all season. Him and one other buck. He's the number 2 on the hit list. Awesome deer. He has a small kicker on his base, which when I saw that rub earlier when I came in, it was completely shredded. So, you know, usually when you see shredded rubs, they usually have some junk on their base. So that's why I assumed it was this buck here. But I have velvet footage of this deer along with the number 1 shooter, and he's been showing up quite a bit in the food plot. Just haven't got a chance to get an encounter with him. But tonight he came in to about 20 yards, hit 2 different scrapes, and looks like I lunged him. He didn't go, I mean, probably 60, 70 yards, but I mean, just something awesome buck. We're gonna get some cool pictures and talk a little bit more, set them up. Sweet.
Back, huh?
That's the exit.
Yeah, actually.
But right there.
Yep.
Long.
Yep. Nice deer.
Yeah. Not too shabby. I think he's a 4-year-old. But oh, we got one.
That's Ross.
Here's Ross.
You did hear him crash, man.
Yeah, I did hear him crash.
Nice shot, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, I was worried that it may have been a little bit back towards the lungs, but I mean towards the liver, but definite
I
lung.
like the little.
Oh, I'm pumped.
That's a unique thing.
You know what I did not bring?
A knife to cut it with?
I have a knife in my truck. It's not the purpose.
Jesus Christ!
I know, dude. I had to stop to get the batteries.
Which knife's in your truck?
No, no, you don't.
Which knife's